New year, new financial makeover. I'm joined by Susan Axelrod, Executive Vice President at FINRA, here to give us tips on how we can improve our financial situation in 2015. So, Susan, many people's Visas and MasterCards have been getting quite the workout throughout the holiday season. What's your best advice if we may have gotten ourselves into a little bit of debt?
Well, it's a great time to address credit card debt. It's something you definitely want to avoid if possible. If you have a credit card balance, it's important that you try to pay it off every month. If you can't do that, which is the reason most people tend to use their credit cards, pay off as much of the minimum as possible. Every dollar in excess of the minimum you pay off avoids interest charges down the road. This is a really important area for women to focus on because a FINRA Foundation study showed that women were more likely than men to carry a balance, to pay a late fee, and to pay the minimum. So good advice for women going into 2015, avoid significant credit card debt.
Yeah, we don't like to hear those statistics. Well, we also hope that the new year doesn't bring any financial emergencies, of course, but surprising financial hits can happen to anyone at any time, like a car breaking down or things of that nature. So how can we best prepare for the worst?
Basically, having a rainy day fund helps create financial stability for folks. As you mentioned, a short-term job loss, emergency repairs on a car or home, or other financial emergency means sometimes you need an account to dip into. The best advice is to have 1 month of your current salary in a federally insured savings account and work your way up to 3 months. Easier said than done for a lot of people. So if you start this week and you put away $20 a week, in 2015 at this time, you'll have more than $1,000. It's a good practice, and it gives you more stability financially, and you'll sleep better at night.
Yeah, and a way to start small. Well, what about also consumers have been on edge ever since the data breaches at Target and Home Depot, retailers of that nature, and it seems though cybersecurity threats are only growing. So how can we best prevent people from accessing our account information online?
It's a really, really important area to cover because the breaches range from Target to Home Depot to JP Morgan to even Sony. So there's a number of things you can do. If you do online banking or use your brokerage account from your home computer, make sure your firewall and antivirus software is up to date. When you finish doing your business, make sure you log out. Lots of people today access their accounts from their mobile phones. Make sure you have security on your phone, and make sure that you choose the highest level of security for the app that you're using, for example, for your brokerage account. It's really critical and really important. One of the other issues is that phishing scams are on the rise. Make sure you do not answer an unsolicited email by providing personal information. That's a definite don't. If you have any questions, reach out to your firm, call your firm, go to their official website, and find out if it's a legitimate inquiry or not. But do not provide that information. That's a sure way to get into trouble.
Any last great tips that we need for getting our financial situation in order next year?
Yes. Financial professionals are someone we trust with our retirement savings and our life savings. Go to FINRA.org and go to the broker check link in the top right corner. Make sure on an annual basis you're reviewing the background of your financial professional. Look to see if they have a lot of complaints or disciplinary suspensions or anything of that nature which may be important to consider. If you don't want to go online, you can always call 800-289-9999 to check out your broker on broker check.
Great tips. Thank you so much, Susan Axelrod, Executive Vice President at FINRA, and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too. Thanks for having me.
And I'm Brittany Umar for The Street.